My name is Madison, and I learned everything I needed to know about my husband in 30 seconds. I was heading to our company's anniversary party on the 20th floor when I realized I'd forgotten my phone in the car. I turned around and waited for the elevator. The doors opened. There they were. My husband Tyler and my best friend Jessica locked in a kiss that made my stomach drop. Their hands were all over each other. "Oh my God," I whispered. They jumped apart so fast, Tyler stumbled backward. "Madison!" Jessica's face went white. "This isn't—" "Save it." My voice came out cold. "How long?" Tyler ran his hand through his hair. "Maddie, please." "How long?" "6 months," Jessica blurted out. 6 months? I stepped into the elevator and hit the button for the parking garage. "You've been lying to my face for 6 months?" "We wanted to tell you," Tyler said, reaching for my arm. I jerked away. "Don't touch me." "Baby, please, we can work this out," he begged. "It was a mistake." "You said you loved me." Jessica's head whipped toward him. "You told her you loved her?" I stared at Tyler. "You told my best friend you loved her while you were sleeping in my bed?" "I do love her," Tyler admitted quietly. "I'm sorry, Maddie." The elevator dinged for the parking level. "I want a divorce," I said simply. "Wait, please." Jessica grabbed my wrist. "You're my best friend." "I was your best friend." I pulled free and walked out. "You just lost the best thing you ever had." The elevator doors closed on their stunned faces. My hands shook as I got to my car, but my mind was crystal clear. I pulled out my phone and scrolled through my contacts. I called my sister first. "Lauren, I need you," I said when she answered. "Can you come to the Riverside Hotel right now?" "What's wrong?" "I just caught Tyler kissing Jessica in the elevator." "That son of a... I'm 15 minutes away." Next, I called the one person who could help me act fast. "Attorney Rodriguez? This is Madison Parker. I need an emergency consultation. My husband is cheating and I want to move quickly." "How quickly?" she asked. "I want him served with divorce papers tonight. Come to my office in 30 minutes. I took a deep breath and made one more call. To Private Investigator Nathan Brooks. "Nathan, I need surveillance on my husband immediately. I'm filing for divorce tonight and need documentation of his affair." "I can start within the hour," he confirmed. 20 minutes had passed since I saw them in that elevator. 10 more minutes, and they'd realize their lives were about to implode. Lauren pulled up beside me and I slid into her passenger seat. "Tell me everything," she demanded. They were kissing in the elevator like I didn't exist. I felt tears threatening but pushed them back. 6 months, Lauren. "What do you need from me?" "I need you to help me think clearly. What am I forgetting?" She pulled out her phone. "First, our joint accounts. Can he drain them?" "We have a prenup. My inheritance from Dad is protected, and my business is solely in my name. But we have joint checking and savings, about $40,000. "Call the bank right now." I dialed while Lauren drove toward Attorney Rodriguez's office. The bank representative walked me through emergency account protection protocols. "Done," I said, hanging up. "He can't touch the money now." "Good. What about the house?" "In my name only. Dad insisted when we got married." "Smart man." Lauren squeezed my hand. My phone buzzed. Tyler. "Tyler. Baby, please call me. We need to talk." "Tyler. I love you. It's over with her." "Tyler. Jessica means nothing." "He's already throwing her under the bus," I showed Lauren. I screenshotted every message and forwarded them to Nathan Brooks. We arrived at Attorney Rodriguez's office. She was a sharp woman in her 50s who'd built a reputation destroying unfaithful spouses in court. "Madison, sit down," she gestured. "Tell me exactly what happened and what you want." "I want everything I'm entitled to, and I want him out of my life today." "The prenup is solid?" "Ironclad. He signed it willingly." "Good. Joint assets?" Just the savings account, which I've already locked down. The house is mine. Cars are in separate names. Attorney Rodriguez made notes. What about the other woman? Jessica Turner. She's a marketing director at Tyler's company. Workplace affair? Attorney Rodriguez smiled. Even better. That's a violation of their company ethics policy. Lauren leaned forward. Can we use that? Absolutely. I'll have my assistant draft the divorce papers immediately. We can serve him tonight. My phone buzzed again. Jessica. Please, Madison. I'm so sorry. You're my best friend. Don't throw away 10 years over a man. I showed it to Attorney Rodriguez. Save everything, she advised. Her messages prove the affair. How long until the papers are ready? I asked. 2 hours. Where is he now? Probably at the anniversary party.
Perfect. We'll serve him there. We spent 90 minutes going over every detail. Your prenup protects you completely, Attorney Rodriguez confirmed. He'll get nothing except what's in the joint account. The house is yours. Your business is yours. What about Jessica? I asked. I'll send documentation of their affair to their HR department. Nathan Brooks called. I've got your husband on camera entering a hotel room with the woman you described. Document everything, I said coldly. 30 minutes since the elevator encounter had become 3 hours of strategic planning. Tyler and Jessica thought they had time. They were wrong. The process server called me at 8 p.m. Papers delivered to Tyler Parker. He's been served. How'd he react? Shocked, then angry. Started yelling about his lawyer. 5 minutes later, my phone exploded. Tyler, divorce papers? Are you insane? Tyler, you can't end our marriage over one mistake. Tyler, call me right now. I blocked his number and called Lauren. It's done. He's been served. Come stay with me tonight, she insisted. I'm not alone. Attorney Rodriguez recommended a locksmith. He's changing all my locks right now. Good. What about Jessica? I sent the evidence to her boss an hour ago. 20 minutes later, Jessica called. I let it ring. She called again and again. Finally, I answered. What, Jessica? How could you do this to me? She sobbed. I just got fired. No, you lost your job because you violated company policy. It was Tyler. He pursued me. I don't care who pursued who. You're both adults. Madison, please. I need that job. You should have thought about that before sleeping with my husband. We're best friends, she wailed. We were best friends. It wasn't like that. We fell in love. I laughed bitterly. Love? Jessica, he's already texting me that you mean nothing. Silence. What? She whispered. Check your phone. I bet he's not answering your calls right now. More silence. He told you he loved you, right? That he was going to leave me for you? He did love me, she said weakly. No, he loved what you represented, a secret. But he never planned to actually leave me and my money. You're lying. When's the last time he answered your calls tonight? I heard her trying to call him through the phone. He's not picking up, she said. Because Tyler only cares about Tyler. You're just collateral damage. I hate you, she spat. No, you hate yourself. You threw away a 10-year friendship for a man who doesn't love either of us. I hung up. The locksmith finished at 9 p.m. All done, ma'am. Thank you. I walked through my house and felt the first real sense of peace. My phone buzzed one last time. Tyler, from a different number. This isn't over. We're married. Watch me. I blocked that number too. The divorce hearing was 3 weeks later. The morning after serving Tyler, I met Lauren for coffee. So I called Mom last night, Lauren said. How'd that go? She wants to know if you need her to come down. I told her you had it handled. I do. Did you tell her what happened? Of course, she said. I never liked that boy anyway. We both laughed. My phone buzzed. Attorney Rodriguez. Madison, Tyler's lawyer called. He wants to negotiate. Negotiate what? He thinks he deserves compensation for emotional distress. I snorted. Tell him no. See him in court. The divorce hearing arrived quickly. Attorney Rodriguez met me outside the courtroom. Ready? Absolutely. Tyler sat across the room with his lawyer, looking miserable. All rise, the bailiff announced. Judge Morrison presiding. Judge Morrison was a no-nonsense woman in her 60s who reviewed our case files. This appears straightforward, she said. There's a prenuptial agreement in place. Mrs. Parker, you're represented by Attorney Rodriguez? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Parker, your counsel is requesting compensation beyond the prenuptial terms? Tyler's lawyer stood. Yes, Your Honor. My client believes— I've read your filing, Judge Morrison interrupted. Mr. Parker engaged in an extramarital affair and now wants compensation? Your Honor, the prenup was signed under duress. Was it? Judge Morrison looked at Tyler. Mr. Parker, did someone force you to sign the prenuptial agreement? Tyler shifted uncomfortably. No, Your Honor, but— Then the terms stand. Mrs. Parker retains all premarital assets, her inheritance, and her business. Joint assets will be divided equally. This marriage is dissolved. The gavel came down. That's it? Tyler stood up. That's all I get? That's what you agreed to when you signed the prenup, Judge Morrison said coldly. Court dismissed. Tyler tried to approach me outside. Maddie, please, can we just talk? No. I made a mistake. People make mistakes.
You made a choice. For 6 months. I still love you.
You don't love anyone but yourself.
Attorney Rodriguez stepped between us. Mr. Parker, my client has nothing more to say to you. Tyler's face went red. This is bullshit. But it does count, Attorney Rodriguez smiled. Have a nice life. We walked away while Tyler stood there fuming. Later that evening, Lauren came over with champagne. We're celebrating, she announced. Celebrating what? Your freedom, she popped the cork. You handled it like a boss. I couldn't have done it without you. That's what sisters are for. She poured 2 glasses. To new beginnings. My phone buzzed. A message from Kevin, Tyler's brother. Kevin. Tyler just told us Jessica broke up with him. She blamed him for her losing her job. Mom said good riddance to both. I showed Lauren. They turned on each other, she laughed. Jessica texted me last week asking if we could talk. I deleted it. Good. They deserve each other's misery. My business partner Rachel called. Madison, guess who just applied for a marketing position at our company? Who? Jessica. Can you believe the nerve? What did you do? I personally rejected her application and made sure every company in our network knows why. After I hung up, I sat back on my couch and looked around my house. My business, my life, all mine again. You okay? Lauren asked. I'm better than okay. I'm free. 3 weeks later, I saw Tyler across a restaurant. He was alone, staring at his phone. He looked up and saw me laughing with colleagues. Our eyes met. I raised my glass in a mock toast. He looked away first. Justice isn't about revenge. It's about reclaiming what's yours and refusing to let anyone take your power. Tyler and Jessica both lost everything. Their jobs, their reputations, each other, and any chance of redemption. Meanwhile, I'm thriving. Have you ever caught someone betraying you and turned it into the best thing that ever happened to you? Sometimes the trash takes itself out.
Like and subscribe for more stories about people who refused to be victims and fought back the right way.